Alrighty. Okay, good evening. I'm glad that we're here. It's going to be a great time. Before you start, if you just want to make sure that you've got water to keep yourself hydrated, and also keeping in mind anything that I'm doing today is just a suggestion. If there's something that I'm doing that doesn't feel quite right for your body, please modify it for yourself to accommodate any injuries or limitations that you might be feeling in your body today. Because everybody's body is different, and it's different every single day. So whenever you're ready, we'll just come all the way down onto your back for Shavasana. You've got a few options here as you get comfortable. You can either send your legs all the way long down the mat, and just let the feet splay toward the outside edges, relaxing in the ankles, relaxing in the thighs. If you have any injuries or soreness in the lower back, option here is to bend through the knees, placing the soles of feet flat on the earth with the knees pointing up to the sky. Or option is to open up the hips in supine butterfly with soles of feet to touch and just letting the knees fall apart from each other, nice and wide. Good for the arms. You can either have them all the way long down the body. Maybe you want the palms facing up to receive energy if you're feeling a little bit tired. Or you can have the palms facing down to feel grounded if you're feeling a little bit anxious or stuck in your head. Just reconnecting with the roots of the earth. Good. Maybe you want the arms all the way up above the head, opening up the heart, opening up the shoulders. Just wherever you find yourself, bringing the attention inward. Feeling the rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. Good. Feeling the lungs and the belly expand as you draw energy into your body, getting ready to begin your practice. And then feeling that release as you let go of your day, let go of any distracting thoughts, just melting into your mat. Good, taking a moment here to scan the body head to toe, noticing where your body rests on the mat below you, where you feel heavy, noticing any spots in your body that might be feeling tight. And again, just being mindful of that as we go throughout our practice tonight. Good, coming through a cleansing breath here, bringing a deep inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs and the belly, holding a pause at the very top, gathering all the tension and anxiety that you're holding on to, and letting a loud, noisy exhale through an open mouth, just releasing all of it. And one more time right there, big inhale through the nose, holding that pause at the top, and loud, noisy exhale, let it go. An option here is to reconnect with that Ujjayi Pranayama, ocean sounding breath, bringing a slow 4-second inhale through the nose, holding a pause at the top. Push the breath to the back of the throat, and then release a slow 4-second exhale through the nose, holding a pause at the base. Good, being mindful of this breath as we go throughout our practice today. And just keeping in mind, anytime that you want to return to your mat and just reconnect with this breath, just breathe. That option is always available to you. Good, wiggling in the fingers and toes, drawing awareness back into your body. And in your own time here, opening the eyes. Good, if your legs aren't already, send them all the way long down the mat, pointing the toes, engaging through the legs. Inhale the arms above the head, reaching for the back wall. Big stretch as you let that low back arch off the mat below you. Feel the length of your spine. Good, and on your next exhale, relaxing in the muscles and releasing arms into cactus, 90-90 beside the head. One at a time, draw knees into chest. Option is to wrap the arms around the shins as you take a rock side to side, massaging your lower back into the mat below you. Good, and here you can make the movement as big or as little as you'd like, just whatever feels more comfortable for your body. Taking one more deep breath here. Good, coming into stillness when you're ready. On your next inhale, give both knees a big squeeze, give them a big hug into the chest. And then on the exhale, send that left leg all the way long down the mat. Keep the right knee into the chest. And just give the right knee a nice rock side to side. Good, starting to open up through that hip. Gently massaging the internal organs. Feeling that gentle stretch of the glute. Good, and we bring that right knee all the way wide and up toward that right armpit. Option is to stay here, just hold that stretch, or you can start to circle that right ankle out a few times. Just getting the joints moving. Good, and switching directions. Nice. From here, carefully placing that left hand to the outside of the right knee, guiding the right knee across the body toward the left side. We release that right arm into cactus, bringing it to a 90-degree angle beside the head. Good, coming into a nice spinal twist here. Option is to keep your gaze up to the sky, or you can carefully bring it over the right shoulder, looking toward the right, so that you're getting a nice stretch in that left side of the neck. Good, carefully returning the body back through center. Keeping that right knee into the chest here. We're gonna extend that right leg all the way up to the sky, coming into a single leg hamstring stretch. Option here to make this less intense is you can bend through the left knee, placing that left foot flat on the earth. But whatever works for you, you can grab behind the right thigh, calf, or ankle. And always option is to bring a little micro bend into that right knee. Good, holding it right here, drawing the right leg in as close as you can. And not trying to force anything. Just listening to your body's limitations. Good, when you're ready, bring a flex through the right foot. Bring a bend into the right knee here, using one or both hands to grab onto either that right foot, or you can grab onto the calf if, for a less intense stretch. Coming into half happy baby here, you can either keep that left arm up, or you can release that left arm to the side. Again, bringing it into a cactus, into a cactus, into cactus. Good, just take 2 more deep breaths here. Really breathing into that right hip, creating a little bit more space for the stretch. And then releasing any tension or tightness that you're holding on to in there with those exhales. Good, 1 more full breath right here. Deep in my bones. And very carefully bend the right knee. The right knee comes into the chest. The left leg comes in to join. We wrap both hands around the shins and take a little rock side to side. Again, massaging the lower back into the mat below you. Making the movement as big or as little as you like. And coming into stillness. Good, next inhale, giving both knees a big squeeze into the chest, give them a big hug. And on the exhale, send that right leg all the way long down mat, keeping that left knee into the chest. And we just rock that left knee out side to side. Good, again, feeling that left hip begin to open. Massaging the internal organs here. That little stretch to the left glute, taking a couple more deep breaths. Maybe checking in and just making a quick note of how this side feels different than the other. Good, when you're ready, that left knee comes all the way wide and up toward that left armpit, deepening that stretch in the hip. And option is to circle that left ankle out a few times, just lubricating the joints, getting them warmed up. Good, when you're ready, switching directions. And coming into stillness, bringing a flex through that left foot. Left leg comes into half happy baby here, left sole of foot up to the sky. That left hand grabs, oh, you know what, I lied to you, we're not coming into this one yet. What we're gonna do is bring that right hand outside the left knee and guide the left knee over the body toward the right side. We're coming into our spinal twist here. So just releasing here. Option is to place that left arm into cactus, 90-degree angle beside the head. And if you have no neck injuries, option is to let the gaze fall toward the left, bringing a nice stretch into that right side of the neck. Good, again, nice spinal twist here. Stay connected with that breath and just detoxing with those exhales. Good, and 1 more breath here in your spinal twist. And on the next inhale, carefully guiding the body back through center. Left knee stays hugged into the chest. Good. Here we extend that left leg all the way up to the sky, coming into a nice single leg hamstring stretch. Again, option to make this less intense is to bend through that right knee, placing the right sole foot on the earth. Always option here is to grab behind that left thigh, calf, or ankle. And option is to keep a nice bend into that left knee here to help with that hamstring. Good. And again, just try to stay relaxed in the upper body, relax in the neck and the shoulders. And when you feel ready, flexing that left foot. This time we're bending into that left knee. Again, using one or both hands to grab onto that left foot. This time we're coming into half happy baby. Always option is to release that right arm into cactus. And maybe you need to grab onto the calf or the thigh instead. This can be a very intense hip opener, so just being mindful of what your body can and cannot do today. Okay, continuing to breathe deeply. And just take one more full breath right here. Nice. With your next exhale, carefully bending through that left knee. That left knee hugs into the chest, right leg comes in to join. This time we're going to take a nice rock up and down the mat. Good. Giving our spine a nice massage on the way. And on your, or whenever you're ready rather, rolling all the way up onto your sits bones, coming into seated. Sending your legs long down mat in front of you. If you have a resistance band or a towel to help with reach, you can always grab onto that if you need. Good, just remember the fleshy part from underneath your sits bones. Legs are long, take an inhale. As you reach your arms up to the sky, really lengthen that spine. Good, and on the exhale, hinge from the hips, reach the tailbone toward the back wall. The hands fall wherever they fall, don't try to force anything. Good, and just let the arms and head hang heavy. As you let gravity do its work, always option here is to bring the towel or the band around the feet. You just take 3 more deep breaths here. Last 2, nice and slow and controlled. Good, last big inhale. And then on your next exhale, letting the arms and head hang heavy toward the mat. As you inhale, slowly rolling up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, lifting the gaze last, rolling the shoulders up and down the back. Good, just giving the legs a nice little shake up here. So when you're ready, we're bringing those legs in, bringing the hands onto the mat in front of you, coming into a tabletop position. Good, so just giving a nice little stretch for the wrist here. First, you want to make sure the toes stay tucked. And then turn the hands around so the fingertips face towards you. If you don't have that flexibility, then you don't have to quite go as far. Being very mindful of the amount of pressure that you're putting on your hands right now. Good, so making sure that you're distributing the weight evenly throughout those fingertips. And slowly pull the sits bones toward the heels. Good, bringing a little bit of pressure, but not too much, just on the fingertips, so you can get a nice stretch in the back of the hands and the wrists. Good, and bringing yourself forward. Good, doing that one more time here. The sits bones reach back. Nice stretch in the forearms. Good, take one more breath here. And then slowly bringing the body forward, good here. The hands are turning around, fingertips face forward. We're stepping both hands forward about a foot. Surrendering the chest to the mat here. You want to keep the hips stacked over top of the knees and the toes stay tucked. Option here is to bring the chin onto the mat, keeping the throat open. Or again, if you don't quite have that flexibility, just relaxing the forehead down. Good, and once you're in extended puppy, you have the option to untuck the toes behind you.
Good, very carefully tucking the toes, pressing yourself back into tabletop and walking those hands back. So here you want to make sure the shoulders stack over top of the wrists and the middle fingers are facing forward. Again, those toes are tucked. Coming through a few cat-cows. As you inhale, feel the spine lengthen as the tailbone reaches toward the back wall, belly button presses into the mat below you, and the gaze reaches up, opening up the throat. Good, as you exhale, tuck that tailbone under, contract the core, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, and press the mat away from you as you open up the shoulders for cat pose. Good, again, inhale to cow, the tailbone reaches back, nice length in the spine, open up the chest, gaze up, open up the throat. Good, and exhale, round and tuck, really contracting that core and pressing the mat away from you. Good, 3 more times here, slow inhale as you lengthen that spine, reach the tailbone back, press the belly button into the mat below you, open up the heart, open up the throat. Good, and exhale as you round and tuck. Good, contracting the core, tuck the chin into the chest and press the mat away from you. Nice, last 2 inhale here. Always option is to go at your own pace. Maybe you want to go a little bit faster or a little bit slower, that's totally cool. Good, and then we round and tuck and contract the core on that exhale here, really keeping it tight, press the mat away. Good, last one, big inhale here, lengthen the spine, that tailbone reaches back, gaze up, open up the throat, open up the heart. And exhale, we round and tuck, contract the core. Nice, leaning back in through neutral here. So you have the option to stay here and hold, or maybe you want to just press it back into a child's pose. If that's enough for you, that's totally cool. Option is to keep that left toe tucked, that right leg reaches around behind you, pointing through the right toe. Option is to reach that left arm in front of you, finding that balance. Good, and to get a nice stretch in the hip, you can bend through that right knee, reach that left hand around, grab an inside grip of that right foot, and work on kicking the heel into the hand so you can lift the knee up to the sky. Good, nice hip opener here. Just hold it for 1 breath. Nice. On your next exhale, very carefully releasing the grip of the foot. Good. Untuck the toes rather, and press it back. Nice child's pose. Relaxing the forehead down. Nice, bringing the body back up when you're ready. Again, tucking those toes 1 more time on that same side. So that right leg reaches back, pointing the toe. Good, start to lift that leg up, feel that nice stretch as you bend through the knee and that left hand reaches back. Grabs an inside grip of that right foot and feel the heel kick into the hand as you lift the leg up to the sky. You should feel a nice stretch in that shoulder as well. Good, we're gonna hold this one for 1 more deep breath. And on the exhale, very carefully releasing that grip here. Good, we're gonna keep that left hand planted down. Take an inhale as you reach the right arm up to the sky. Open up the chest, stack the shoulders, gaze up. And on the exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left. Drop the right shoulder down. Option here is to send that left arm long, coming into twisted puppy. Or you can bring the left hand behind the body. Good, with the palm facing away, really pressing that right shoulder into the mat. And letting the eyes close and take a couple deep breaths. Then 1 more full breath here. And when you're ready, carefully pressing that left palm down, bringing yourself back up through neutral. Good, and again, readjusting so that the shoulders are stacked over top of the wrists. Knees are stacked below those hips and the toes are tucked. Here we make sure those right toes stay tucked. That left leg goes long, we point the toe. Good, option is to extend that right arm long in front of you, feel that balance. And then when you're ready, slowly start to bend through that left leg. That right hand reaches back, grabs an inside grip of that foot. And we work on kicking the heel up into the hand, opening up the hip, knee lifts up to the sky. Good, nice shoulder stretch. And very carefully with your next exhale, releasing that knee down. Release the grip. Good, we untuck those toes and sit it back, nice child's pose. Really, really reaching the arms forward. Option is to stay right here in center, or you can walk the hands over toward the right. Place that left hand over top of the right hand and just relax the forehead down. Good, getting a nice stretch into that left side body. When walking the hands back through center, just take one deep breath to neutralize the spine. And then when you're ready, walk the hands over toward the left, place that right hand over top of the left, and relax the forehead down. Get a nice stretch in that right side body. Bringing the hands back through center, pressing yourself back up into tabletop. Tuck those toes behind you. One more time, same side. Here we reach that, it's the right leg. Nope, it's that left leg. Reach that left leg back, pointing the toe. That right arm reaches forward. Again, option to stay here, option to bend through that left leg. Right hand reaches back, grabs an inside grip of the foot. Work on kicking the heel into the hand, lifting up to the sky. Really, really feel that left hip open. Good, 2 deep breaths here. You got it. And on your next exhale, very carefully releasing that grip. Good, here. Cross the ankles, walk the hands back, coming into a seated position. Nice, so the feet come together, the knees fall out wide for butterfly pose. So here you have the option to bring the heels as close to the body or as far to the body as you'd like, just whatever feels right for you. Again, listening to your limitations. Sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Good, an option is to stay right here and just breathe. Option is to place that left hand onto the right ankle and just bring that right hand around behind you. Place that right hand to the mat. You don't want to feel yourself sinking into that right shoulder. You want to feel yourself pressing that away from you. Good, you're sitting up nice and tall, really growing through the crown of the head here. And again, option is to keep the gaze to the side wall, or you can bring it over the shoulder toward the back wall. This will get a nice stretch into that left side of the neck. Good, closing the eyes where you are, or taking a soft focus. And just take 3 deep breaths here. Good, very carefully returning the body back through center. Place the right hand to the right ankle, left hand to the left ankle. Good, sit up nice and tall, hold it right here for 1 deep breath, just neutralizing the spine. And then when you're ready, bringing that right hand to the left ankle, that left hand reaches back behind you. But again, you don't want to feel yourself sinking into the shoulder. You want to feel yourself pressing the mat away from you, really growing through the crown of the neck, or the crown of the head. Option gaze to side or to the back. Good, 1 more deep breath right here. And very carefully walking yourself back through center here. Good, bringing the same hand to the same ankle. On an inhale, lengthen your spine, roll the shoulders down your back, open up the chest. Option to stay here, or option to exhale as you pull your chest forward, maybe bringing the elbows inside the knees, or maybe relaxing the forearms to the mat and letting the head hang nice and heavy here. Good, slowly walk your hands back up on your next inhale. Keep that left leg in, but just send that right leg out in front of you. So bring that left foot inside the right thigh. Your right leg is nice and long. Take an inhale as you reach the arms up to the sky. Square the shoulders toward that right leg, and on the exhale, fold over that thigh. Reaching forward, grabbing into the toes, calf, or ankle. Maybe you want to use that band or the towel. Good, and always option is to bring a micro bend into that right knee or point the toe. And just relax the forehead here, surrender the body. Really working on disengaging those muscles. Good, and staying in your fold here, all you're gonna do is bring that right hand either inside the foot, if you can grab onto it, or you can just bring the forearm to the mat. That left hand reaches back and up and over. Nice stretch in that left side body. Good, and if you can reach the fingertips to the toes, then you can do that. Cool. Good, feel that shoulder rolling open. You want to try to not let it cave and close. You want to keep your body lifted, try to stack the shoulders. Just one more full breath right here. Nice, very slowly on your next inhale, really lifting your body back up. Good, here reach both arms up to the sky. Place that right hand on that left wrist and just pull that left arm over toward the right side. Good, returning the body back through center, bring that left hand to the right wrist and pull that right arm over toward the left side. Good, and coming back up, rolling those arms all the way down. Good, one more big circle, rather, reach the arms up. And we circle back, releasing them down. Okay, so here, keep that left leg in. All you're gonna do is bend the right knee, place the right foot on the mat, interlace the fingers behind that right thigh, sit up nice and tall, point the right toe. Using your 4-second inhale, lift your right leg up as high as you can, nice hamstring stretch, not trying to force anything. And that slow 4-second exhale, slowly start to bend into the right knee. Good little tap with the toes. Again, inhale, lift that right leg up, nice hamstring stretch. And exhale, slowly, carefully release it down. Good, last one here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we release, bringing it down. Nice here. Just scooch that left leg in. Option is to bring that right foot inside that left leg, or if you have the flexibility, you can place it onto the other side of that left thigh. That right hand reaches around behind you. Take an inhale as you lengthen that left arm up to the sky, nice stretch. And on the exhale, karate chop, so that left tricep falls outside the right thigh, using it as leverage to guide your body open, guide your chest to open up toward the right side. That left hand is just holding up like a stop sign. Good, and again, try to keep that right arm straight so that you're not sinking into that shoulder. You want to press the mat away from you. Good, again, just detoxing in your twist here. Letting go of anything that's lingering, that's hanging out with you, that doesn't need to anymore. And just one more deep breath. Okay, next inhale, that left arm reaches up to the sky, big stretch. And then exhale, that left hand falls to the mat beside you. Here we just bring that right leg out to the side, and that left leg reaches long in front of us. Good, that right foot comes inside the left thigh, right knee's out wide. Take an inhale as you reach the arms up to the sky, big stretch. Square the shoulders toward that left leg, and then on the exhale, we fold over that left thigh, grabbing onto calves, ankles, or toes. Always option to bend for that left knee. Good, and just relaxing the body down. Good, staying forward into your fold. All you're doing is bringing that left hand either inside the foot or relaxing that forearm down. That right hand reaches back and up and over. Good, keeping that right shoulder open so that you're not closing here. Nice stretch in that right side body. And you're still breathing deeply. Good, one more full breath right here. Nice, on your next inhale, very slowly rolling your body all the way up. Good, rolling out the shoulders. Nice, take an inhale as you reach the arms up to the sky. Bring that left hand around the right wrist and pull that right arm over toward the left side. Good, return the body back to center. Right hand grabs onto the left wrist and then pull that left arm over toward the right side. Nice, returning your body back up. And we bring the hands down, another big or circle with the arms, reach it all the way up. Good, and back, and relax them down. Nice, here we're bending into that left knee, placing that left sole foot flat on the earth. Interlace the fingers behind that left thigh. Sit up nice and tall, we point that left toe. Take an inhale as you slowly start to straighten that left leg up to the sky, nice hamstring stretch. And then that slow exhale as you slowly, carefully release it back down. Good, still sitting up nice and tall. 2 more, inhale, lift it up. Just as high as you can, not trying to force anything. And then slowly, carefully releasing it back down. Good, 1 more time, slow inhale, nice and controlled. And exhale, we release. Good, and here you can either place that left foot just on the mat in front of you, or you can scooch that right leg over. Bring that left foot to the other side of that right thigh. Left hand comes to mat behind you. As you inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky, nice big stretch. And then as you exhale, bend through the right elbow, bring the tricep outside that left thigh, using it as leverage to guide your body open, nice twist. And that, excuse me, that was a weird hiccup. And that right hand is just up like a stop sign. You're taking a few deep breaths. Again, not trying to sink in that left shoulder, still pressing the mat away from you. Good, going through the crown of your head. And just a couple deep breaths here. I forgot that this candle smells like cookies, and I smelled cookies, and I was like, are my landlords baking? But I just realized it was a candle, and I just wanted to share that. It's really good. I want cookies now. Good, on your next inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky, big stretch. And then on the exhale, the right hand falls to the mat beside you. Good, carefully uncross the legs. Just bring the legs in front of you and little windshield wiper to the side. Good, here I'm just gonna turn around and face you. Coming into a nice wide-legged fold, you've got a couple of options here. So bringing your legs out as wide as you can. You can come sideways on your mat too if you like, if that works better for your space. And your 2 options are you can either reach toward 1 foot at our halfway point. I'll let you know when you can switch it over to the other side. Or you can just reach the arms out to the toes. Maybe you just want to reach the hands in front of you coming into a fold. What you want to watch that you're not doing is you don't want to tuck that tail under and then round the spine to tuck the chin into the chest, because that's the difference between folding like this, because I don't have the space in my hips, versus if I send my hips back and then I try to go forward, so I'm melting my chest down. So you want to try to keep that back as flat as you can, and then you relax into it. Good, so taking whatever option works best for you. I'm going to start the timer now. And again, just switching it at that halfway point if that's the option that you're taking. And just staying connected with the breath in the meantime. What would life be like with a lion heart inside, instead of night? Give me another. What would life be with a lion's heart inside? And we're at that halfway point here. If you want to switch it over to the other foot, again, if that's the option that you're taking, just got 1 more minute left. What would life be like with a lion's heart inside, give me another. And whenever you're ready, very carefully rolling up your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And just just lifting the gaze last, carefully using the hands to help bring in a little bend into the knees. Place the hands onto the mat behind you. Give the knees a little windshield wiper side to side. Good, just releasing in the hips. So for our last couple poses here, we're gonna come into pigeon pose on the right and left side. But if you have any injuries or limitations, I'm gonna give you another option to do after. So if you're coming into pigeon pose, if you don't have any limitations in the hips or the knees, then just start by keeping your right leg forward. Your left leg goes behind you. You wanna make sure your right knee is pointing up toward the top right corner of the mat. The right shin is at a 45-degree angle and the toe is pointed. When you're ready, place the hands on the mat in front of you. Tuck your left toes toward the mat. You want to make sure that kneecap faces directly down to the mat and scooch that leg back as far as it'll go. Good. Peek back to make sure that left leg is in line with the hip. It's not too far one way or the other. Once you're good, untuck the toes, but make sure that you're not sickling the foot. You want to keep the toe pointed toward the back wall. Good. You want to make sure that right ankle is lined up underneath that left hip bone, or it can be in front of it. You just don't want that right ankle to be behind the hip. And always option is to bring the forearms to the mat. Maybe you want to spread your chest all the way down. Or if you have a pillow or a block or something, you can use it as support here. Good. I'm going to start the timer now. We're just going to hold this one for a couple minutes. It's not too long. And if that's too much for you, you can always come onto your back. That right ankle crosses up and over the meaty part of the left thigh. Right knee presses away to deepen this stretch. Just bring that right leg in, or that left leg in a little bit closer. You want to keep the right foot flexed to help protect that knee. Good. Taking whatever option for pigeon pose or supine figure four works for you. And again, just staying connected with that breath. No matter where you are, just staying relaxed in the shoulders, relaxed in the neck. Doing your best to disengage the muscles so you can fully surrender into the posture. Good. We are at our halfway point here. We've just got one more minute and a half to go.
In the ground, bury the seeds of a pear tree, and all the things we carried. Now we're down to our bare feet. May I have these hands to make it up to you? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me both your hands to make it up to you. Let me spin and excite you. We are bound to inherit.
Good, no matter where you are, just taking one more deep
The
breath.
sins of our parents and all the people we
And if you're forward in pigeon, carefully pressing yourself up onto your palms. Roll your weight over onto that right hip. Use the left hand to carefully guide that left leg in front of you. Good, bringing both feet flat on the earth and just gently windshield wipering those knees side to side. Again, same thing if you are on your back for your supine figure four. And if you're taking this option, just crossing that left ankle up and over the meaty part of the right thigh. And again, bringing that right leg as close to the body as you'd like. Otherwise, if you're coming into pigeon pose, keeping that left leg forward, that right leg comes back behind you. The left knee points up towards to the top left corner of the mat. The shin's at a 45 and that right toe is pointed. When you're ready, or that left toe is pointed, when you're ready, tuck the right toe under. Bring that right knee to face directly down to the mat. And again, you want to scooch that leg back as far as it'll go. When you're there, peek back to make sure that leg is in line with the hip. It's not too far one way or the other. And we untuck the toes, keeping them pointed. Again, double checking that left ankle is underneath that right hip bone, or it can be in front of it. You just don't want it to be too far back. And always option to come onto the forearms. Be careful here that you're not leaning onto one hip. You want to keep the hip bone square down to the mat in front of you. Good, and again, just starting the timer here. This is our last pose. Staying connected with that breath. And whether you're on your back or your belly, just staying relaxed in the upper body, the neck and the shoulders.
I couldn't give you a warning, but I felt it all over me. I hope you come where I'm going, in my hands are free. Falling so hard, swimming through stars, and maybe that's alright. I'm every single way, I'm feeling ain't no way. There was a time I remember breathing air like this, but that was when I was younger. Didn't know what I had I missed.
We're in our last full minute here. Again, just continuing to breathe deeply, continuing to disengage the muscles. Then just one more deep breath right where you are. And if you're forward and pigeon, just carefully pressing yourself up onto your palms. You're rolling that weight onto that left hip. Use that right hand to carefully guide the right leg in front of you. You place the feet flat and windshield wiper the knees side to side. Good, and again, if you're on your back, just coming into seated here, rocking those legs out. Good, send the legs long, give them a nice shake, shake, shake. Nice, sitting up nice and tall as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, last fold here, reaching forward, grabbing onto calves, ankles, or toes. Letting that forehead hang heavy. Taking a quick moment here just to set a positive intention for yourself for the rest of your day or for the rest of your evening, whatever time you're doing this. Taking a quick moment to honor that intention. Taking a quick moment to honor yourself and your practice. And very slowly sitting up nice and tall. Good, rolling those shoulders out a few times. And giving yourself a good high five. Thanking yourself for taking this time out of your day. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. And I will see you very, very soon. Okay, bye.